back to my channel. If you are new here, thanks for stopping in. If you're not, welcome back. I got bangs. They looking a little crusty right now. Nobody told me how hard the upkeep, my face is so broke out. Ignore. Anyways, nobody told me how hard it was to like keep up with bangs. Because they do this little weird thing if I don't wash them every single day. I got told I looked emo the other day, so that was fun. By an old man. He said, I like me some emo. Anyways, so as you can tell by the title, we are doing a wrap-up for the past 3 months. I have not done a wrap-up since July, so we have some August, some September, and some October. I don't think we have very many books for October, if I'm being honest, because I think I've read 3 books this month. Or 2. Y'all, packing is so stressful. Like, so beyond stressful. What? But, oh. Got it. So we're starting the first book we read. We finished this on August 2nd. We also finished this on August 2nd. Yeah, I finished both of these. I think I started this one on, no, August 1st. Almost said October. But yeah, so this one I rated a 4.25. No, 4.5, sorry. I think the only thing I wasn't like a huge fan of is, like, I don't know. Like, you hear so much about how this book was supposed to be like super depressing, da-da-da-da-da. And like the very beginning, I was just kind of confused on what was going on. But then I found out, so like that's why it's not a 5, because I was like, oh wait, okay. But I don't know, I just felt like there was a little too much mystery going on for me, and I was just like, wait, what? Pause, where did that come from? Yeah, so this is our first book for the month of August. This is Beach Read by Miss Emily Henry. I feel so bad because I love Larry's cover of this book, but quite frankly, I did not like this book. I had to listen to I think if I would have listened to the whole book, it probably would have been like a 4. But I didn't, and I just kept getting bored, and then it was like, oh, they were together, and then, oh, wait, no, they're not. Oh, wait, yeah, they are. Oh, my God, they're in love. Oh, I lied. Like, and then Travis, he was just doing too much. He was getting on my nerves. But I literally just kept getting bored. So, like, I had to finish the last, like, hour of it on Audible. But, yeah, I rated this a 3.5. I really think it was more along the lines of a 3. But it got a 3.5 just because it was better listening to it than it was reading it. See, they don't cooperate. And then this side, they're the same length. But this side curves, like, down, and it barely curls, like, to, you know, give it volume. Meanwhile, this side curls like straight up, so they don't look like they're even, and I messed them up. They were a little longer, but I messed them up trying to make them even, and they were already even. But anyways, I don't know what is wrong with my throat. But yeah, so this was Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan was a 3.5, roughly a 3. Also, I'm sure it's, words. I'm sure it's echoey in here. I told y'all last week that I did not have a couch anymore, or my dining room table. So, and this is my book area for the next week, because everything in my bedroom is gone. So, I move out next week. But yeah, so anyways, are y'all ready for the next book? I feel like y'all are not ready for the next book. I did a reading vlog on this though that y'all can 100% go read, because I'm not gonna explain it. Are y'all ready for this? Iron Flame. So y'all know the song that's like Happy, the one that was in I think a Despicable Me movie? That's like, might seem crazy what I'm about to say. I made a TikTok to that song, and I was like, Zayden Ryerson in every single chapter of this dang book, because that is a very accurate description. Like, this baby's thick. I'm reading a book right now that's literally like this big in comparison. But it's also like way smaller too. It's like the size of this, but skinnier. But, well, obviously y'all know the next book was. But yeah, this is a 5-star. If you haven't watched my reading vlog on it, go watch it because I was heartbroken. But it's also a 5-star. This book was wild. When I say wild, I mean the most out of pocket. Somebody needs to put you back on a leash because what are you doing? What is he doing? What's that one doing? Where did he come from? What, like, it's just all over the place. And then it's like, wait a minute, are they really about to do this? Oh, no, never mind, they're not. Okay, one of them used a brain cell. It was just insane. I was just like, the whole time I'm like, wait, what? But like also 5-star because I'm obsessed with it. 100%. Also, I did a reading vlog on this. You should go watch it too. It was my dark romance reading vlog. Yeah, but 5-star all the way around. I just feel like y'all need to know this. For my Iron Flame, it says 5-star, but someone better hand me the next book right now because what was the ending? And you know I have the third one right here, and I'm scared to read it. So there's that. Then we have Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. I don't know why, I just thought her last name was not Allen. 3.75 is what I rated this. It was a funny book, don't get me wrong. But there was just parts where I was just like, that is so I'm getting secondhand embarrassment for you. Like, if a man ever did that, I'd punch him. What? But I'm also not a cat person. Like, I like cats, but I would never own my own. And so whenever they're talking to the cat, and they're like, it's mommy and daddy time. That, I was just like, bruh, y'all leave Fred alone. He ain't do nothing. Leave that poor cat alone. Just let him go chase some mice or something. But like, something crazy did happen that like I wasn't expecting. But you know, I say I wasn't expecting it, but it literally says the couple that slays together stays together. When you find out, like, I mean, obviously it says slays, so you know something like that happens. But like, it was just so, I was like so confused because like, whenever I read everything or heard everything about it, it was like, yeah, like he stalks her, da 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 da. Never once does it mention that part, and I'm just like, well, somebody should have warned me. I mean, obviously the cover does, but I don't read that part. Anyways, those two, am I missing one? Did I only read 2 books for that dark romance? Yes, because I did not finish. I have not finished it yet, y'all. I'm going to. I read like 2 more chapters of it. I'm going to finish it soon. Shatter Me will be done. And then I say I don't want to read the rest of it, but I probably will buy the second just to make sure just to solidify that I don't like it, okay? Anyways, we have Collided by Miss Lauren Asher. 4.25 star. It was definitely like a super cute, like he's upset, like boy's obsessed. I don't know. I don't know why everybody hates this series so much, but I'm terrified that I'm gonna find out in the next 2. Like, I think this was her best yet? No. But I also think this book was so cute. And I did not write anything other than my actual rating, which was a 4.25 on Goodreads. I thought it was so cute. And that could just be because I'm obsessed with Lauren Asher, but I don't know. I don't know why everybody hates on the Dirty Air series. Anyways, I don't know if these were part of a reading vlog or not. I feel like they should have been. Unless I'm just going crazy. Anyways. Gloves Off. Okay, at first I was like, oh my god. Like, can somebody put him on a leash? Like, give him a shock collar. Like, why is he so rude? Then I found out she has bunnies. I'm not gonna tell y'all those bunnies' names. Which, okay, it clearly says he cuddles with her bunnies and worries about her safety. But it kind of just solidifies the love for these bunnies whenever you find out their names. I'm not gonna tell y'all those names. So if you haven't read this book, if you haven't read this whole series by Stephanie Archer, read it. I just did that. That's gonna make me cry. But yeah, it's A Marriage of Convenience. He is a Russian hockey player. He's from Russia. He plays hockey in Canada. Yeah, the first 20-ish%, I was just like, I don't want to DNF this book. I don't want to DNF this book. Let's see what I wrote. The beginning was giving very Twisted Hate, and I will stand on that to the day I die. I did not like Twisted Hate. I quite literally went back in because I was looking at what I rated Twisted Hate, and that was whenever I was terrified of rating anything below a 4, because I was like, well, like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But, yeah. But after that, like, first 20-ish%, I was like, period! You go, Alexi. You go, Georgia. I love them, though. They're great. Our next book was ACOTAR, Court of Thorns and Roses. 3.75, I probably would have liked it way more if I would have read it. Like, actually opened the book and looked at the pages. But I didn't. I was on my drive. I don't know what word just tried to come out, but it didn't. So I apologize for that. But I listened to it the entire way home from New Jersey. So you can see all that in that vlog. I gave y'all updates the whole way home about this book. But yeah, I gave it a 3.75. I'm not really going to go into it. If you want to know my full thoughts and feelings on it, go watch it. Go watch that. Then we have Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the Letters of Enchantment series by Rebecca Ross. Let me just tell y'all something, okay? I don't know who Rebecca Ross is. This woman right here, why does she like to make me cry? I've never, ever in my life cried reading a book. I have I have cried at the end of each of these. The first and the second one. The first one I started tearing up, then I was like, oh wait, I accidentally read the back of the first one already, or the second one already, so I know what's gonna happen. But the second one, my heart is shattered, broken to pieces. Like that, I was just baffled. If you read it, I love you. But my rating for it, 3.25. Not gonna lie, I was pretty bored for most of the first half. Hey, that second half though, it was getting good. I was like, oh, period. Turning the action up a little bit. Okay, anyways. I don't know where I was. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm about to figure this out. Okay, so these 4 we read in August. So far, these are all of our September reads. How many did I read in September? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I read like 8.5 books in September. Anyways, we have Miss Elsie Silver's Flawless. Let me tell you, her name being Summer, I was like, you know, this is gonna be scary. Actually, y'all watched this vlog last week. So if you didn't watch it, go watch it. But I rated this a 5 stars. But yeah, Summer Hamilton. My initials are SH2, which I think is great. I really need her middle name, because if we have the same middle initial, bye. Then we read this. I finally finished My Fault. So y'all will be getting a vlog on this very soon. So I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Okay, that was also September. This is our last read for September. But you also will see this next week. Or the week after. No, it'll be the week after. But anyways, yeah. So Playing Hard to Get by Monica Murphy. I'm literally obsessed. But I'm not going to tell you anything about that either. Then our last 2 books. I rated this a 3.5 and this a 4.75 because I don't know. You know, 5, honestly. I think I did say 5. But anyways, this book, heartfelt, love it. This book, I laughed the whole time. It was so funny. But also, like, what in the world? I loved it. I ate it up. These are the only 2 books I read this month. Yeah, I mean, I did pretty decent in September, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, and then I read, like, half of The Spell Shop in September. But yeah. This book, I literally read in like a day, or 2, maybe 2. But yeah, that is all I have for y'all right now. Go check out my Goodreads for my current reads, and I don't know how, that only took us 17 minutes. But yeah, so over the past 3 months, we have read 2, 6, 10, 14 books. I don't know if I said that already, but anyways, yeah, we've read 14 books. And you know, I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't know, I think they were great. I think overall, we had a pretty decent pick. You know what we're not gonna talk about though? The fact that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I read a single book on my TBR this month? I just realized that. I don't think I read a single book on my TBR this month. For some reason, I was thinking, was The Spell Shop? No. For some reason, I was thinking that this and The Spell Shop were on my TBR, so that's why I read them. That was like, I put out books that were on my TBR for my friend to pick out of. And I put those down there. Because I thought that where were the brain cells at? You know, I think I was just thinking of purple, because I do remember we had purple, 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 purple. That had some purple. And then King of Wrath, and wasn't there another book that ruined it? Because we were going like 4 for 4 at first. And then I think King of Wrath, and I think it might have just been this one. I don't think I read a single one. That is bizarre. What? That is so bizarre. That is all I have for tonight. Please don't hate my bangs as much as my family does. If you do, don't tell me. Tell me they're pretty. Lie to me, please. Yeah. So I don't really have anything else for y'all. I'm about to go climb in bed and read my book. I don't know how I managed it, but I completely forgot to tell y'all good night. anyways, good night, and I love y'all so very much. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. I'm sorry for forgetting about y'all for a minute. I'm so sorry. Also, this will be in the next like few weeks videos too. But depending on how fast I get everything moved into my apartment, and depending on how many videos I can pre-film before I leave, I don't know. I might have to take like 2 weeks off. Just getting used to where I'm living. That's a maybe. Don't listen to that, okay? I'm praying that I don't have to. But anyways, I love y'all. Good night.